Hey everyone, welcome to class. I got an upper body workout for you today. We're going to use the TRX. So if you have this available, grab it. If you don't, you can use resistance bands, which I have down in the little bucket there, little crate box, whatever. Or you can use dumbbells. You can just do whatever the dumbbell or the band version of what we're doing is. So don't worry, you can still work out with us. Are we ready? Hi, Jen. Hi, Jen. All right, here we go. Deep breath. Exhale. Again, deep breath. Exhale, arm up and over. Let's reach. Oh, yeah. And other side. Reach. And here we go, side to side. Good morning, Gigi. Hey, Sunil. What's up, Katie? Good to have you all here. 8 more, and everybody on playback. Woo-hoo. 4, 3, 2, and rotation. Rotation. The beats are just 2 per minute faster today, but I can feel it with this warm-up. 8 more. Just a teeny bit faster. 4, 3, 2, squat and swing. Squat and swing. So we're gonna do like a progression for the next, these 3 weeks. A TRX progression, so we're going to do TRX for 3 weeks in a row. Yeah. 8 more. 8. Yeah. Same exercises, but a little bit different twist. 3, 2, we're going to add that knee lift. Here we go. Down and up. Down and up. Down and up. So that'll be fun. We have upper and lower body. Lower body tomorrow. It'll be good. A little bit different emphasis each week. All right, 8 more. 8. Last 4. 4. 3. 2. Take out the squat and march it. March it. Don't want to step on those kettlebells over there. In 8, we're going to do the side-to-side toe tap. Here we go. In 4, 3, 2, and 1. Tap it. Tap it out. Whew. I always get breathless with this warm-up. All right, last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Whew. Okay. So today, the way that it'll work is 3 rounds of each exercise, 45 seconds. The emphasis, I'm just glancing at what we have going on here. We have the emphasis today on the eccentric part of the movement. So that's the lowering phase. When we're lengthening under load, that is called eccentric movement. And that is what we're going to focus on today. So that means anytime we're dropping our body weight, dropping the dumbbells, releasing the bands, whatever that lowering phase is, that is going to be the slow part, and we're going to focus on that. All right, you ready, everybody? All right, let's get to it. So we're doing a low row to start with. We're going to do 3 sets, and then we're just going to move on. We have a lot of back and shoulder work today. I purposely put that in there so we can focus on the posterior chain of the upper body, that posterior, those muscles, because we do so much in other workouts. And this lends itself really well to all of these great exercises for back muscles, shoulder muscles, the rear body. So let's do it. Low row, low row. So we're just gonna go straight here. If you don't have dumbbells, if you have an anchored resistance band, you can do a low row, or kind of a mid to low row. And of course, you can always do neutral grip, bent over row. All right, here we go. We're gonna do 3 sets. Coming up in 10. Okay, remember with your feet closer to the anchor point, it's a little harder, it increases the intensity. your feet farther back. It lightens or reduces the intensity. So walk those feet where you need them. Oh, and slow the drop. Pull up, hold for a beat, and slow the drop. Pull up, that's the eccentric movement right there. Slow it. Hold for a beat, slow the drop. Pull it up, slow the drop. And we're doing that 2 more times. So again, focusing on the eccentric, especially now for the next 2 exercises, or the next 2 rounds. Slow the drop, slow the drop. And here we go. Squeeze, hold just for a beat, and then slowly lower. Squeeze, slowly lower. Body nice and tight, nice and stiff torso. All right, we have one more set. One more set. I'm feeling that in my rear delts already, upper body. But I want to try to incorporate my lats a little bit more, my rhomboids a little bit more. So let's go here. Squeeze. Probably need to drop these a little bit. Keep going, good job. Fifteen seconds. One more set, and then we move on. Same thing, slow the eccentric movement. Here we go, whether using bands or dumbbells. Here we go. Squeeze. Slowly. 15 seconds. All right, good job. Moving on to the next. Like I said, we do have a lot of back and shoulder work today. So the next one is a Y fly. A Y fly. So you're going to come out like this with the TRX straps. And again, you're going to lower. You're going to lower. As you come back, you're going to really slow it down. Bring it up. And then slowly lower as you come back. With your band, your resistance band, if you have an anchored resistance band, you can do the same thing. And if you don't have an anchored resistance band, you can lie on your belly, on a bench, or even on the floor with lightweight dumbbells or body weight, and lift up, lift up. Okay? If you have a resistance band that's not anchored, you can pull apart at the top. So you go here and pull apart at the top. All right, here we go, 3 sets. Coming up in 10. A lot of back and shoulder work today. Oh shoot. Wait a minute. That was a 1 minute and we need a 45-second round. Keep one. All right, you get an extra 20 seconds of rest here. Okay, here we go. Make sure there's continuous tension in those straps all the time. You slowly reduce or slowly release as you come down. Slow it, power up, and then slow the drop. "15 seconds. Drop the shoulders down and back. Don't let the shoulders hunch up around your ears. Good job. Whew. Ah, wow. Hello, muscles. This is good. This is good for our shoulders. Good for the muscles. Good for our upper back. Okay, set number 2. Set number 2. Remember, if it's too much, walk your feet closer to the anchor point. If it's not enough, walk your feet back. Okay, slowly release. Squeeze shoulder blades, right? Shoulder blades move toward each other as you come up. Drop those shoulders down away from the ears. "15 seconds. Holy moly. I am feeling that. That eccentric focus is really doing the trick for me today. So remember, the lowering phase is slow and deliberate. Here we go. Last set for this exercise. Coming up into a Y. Oh my gosh. Woo. Oh. 15 seconds. I'm going to be sore tomorrow, no doubt about it. Wow. Wow. That burned. Okay. We're moving on to biceps curl. So you have options. If you have an anchored resistance band, you can do biceps curl, pulling the band toward you. Or you can stand on the band and curl it up. Or you can use your dumbbells if you don't have a TRX. All right, we're doing 3 sets biceps curls. Here we go. Coming up in 10. Same thing though, same thing. The emphasis is on the lowering phase. Power up, and then slow drop. Power up, and slow drop. Slow it. Relax the shoulders, don't let them hunch up around your ears. And the shoulders down. Good job. Woo. Okay, set number 2, coming up. Coming up. Keep the body nice and taut. Torso is one long line. Bring those palms up to your forehead and release. Continuous tension in those straps the whole time. Time under tension, that's where we get results. 12 seconds. All right, we have one more set of biceps curls. We go back to some chest and some back and shoulder work. All right, here we go. Feeling those biceps, I'll tell you. Tell you what. I'm feeling it. Slowly drop. Slowly drop. Three, two, and one. All right, good work. Whew. This eccentric stuff is working for me. Hopefully it is for you too. All right, what's next? We've got a high pull. So we're doing a high row or a high pull. And the difference there between that and the mid row or low row that we did is elbows are up and flared. You're pulling high. So if you have an anchored resistance band, same thing if you can. If it's too tight, if the band is only one level, one tightness, one strength level, and it's too much, then you can do one arm at a time, alternate arms. Okay, so also for the high pull, if you have a band but it's not anchored, you can do an upright row, or you can do that with your dumbbells. So here we go, 3 sets. 3 sets. Coming up in 10. High pull. Remember, the lowering phase is slow. Slow on the low. Elbows are high, and then you're going to slowly drop. Shoulders down and relaxed. Try not to let the shoulders hunch up around the ears. Good work. Whew. All right. 2 more sets. Round 2 coming up. Okay, so you're lifting and then slowly dropping those dumbbells if you're doing upright row. Here comes set number 2. Halfway. Squeeze. Squeeze here, hold just for a beat, and then release. Oh my gosh. Woo. One more set. One more set, just like that. Good job, everybody. Here we go. Squeeze, squeeze at the top, and then slow drop. "15 seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. All right, short break here. Next exercise, we're going to do a rotational row. So we're going to get a really nice stretch, a little torso rotation. We're going to do right and left side. So this is going to be 6 rounds on this next one. If you're using your dumbbells, you're going to do a bent over row with rotation. Okay, so pull and then rotate. We'll switch sides each time. If you have an anchored resistance band, you're going to hold the band in one hand and you're going to pull and rotate with the other arm. You can also do a bent over row with your band and also do a rotational, as I say, generator starter pull. Okay, with the TRX, it's a single band thing. So we're gonna wrap them up like so, and that way it's nice and tight. It's not gonna slide, and I'm good to go. Okay, so just wrap the band or push the one handle through the other twice, and you're good to go. All right, here we go. Switching sides each set. Remember, you're going to slow the lowering phase. Coming up in 10 seconds. Rotational row. Okay, rotate. And then pull. Rotate and pull. Slow the drop, slow the drop. Get a nice rotation in. Oh, that feels good. Nice work. Rotate. All right, switching sides. Switching sides, so I'm going to rotate to the other side, so I won't see you for a while. You'll see me, but I won't see you. So same thing, here we go. Rotate, get that torso rotation, and then pull. Nice slow drop. Rotate, reach behind you, and pull up. Keep that shoulder down, don't let it rise up. Switching sides. My low back is kind of tight today. You have to stretch that out. All right, here we go, other side. Back to side 1 for set number 2. And nice rotation there. Slow the drop. Rotate, and then bring it up, power up. Slow the drop. Nice. That rotation feels so good. Love that. All right, 10 seconds. Switch sides, side number 2 for the second set. Whew. All right, here we go. 15 seconds. Whew. All right, back to the first side for the final set of this exercise. Here we go, coming up in 5 seconds. Good job, slowing the drop. Focus on eccentric movement today. Slow the drop. Rotate back. Power up. Slow the drop. Nice work. Whew. Oh my gosh. Feeling this one for sure. Whew. All right, last set on the final side. Here we go. Thirteen seconds. Slow the drop. Rotate. Torso rotation. A little gravity kicking in there to help with that rotation. All right, good job. We're going to unravel our TRX straps. And we're going to do a chest press. So you have options here. You can do a chest press with your anchored resistance band. You can do a lying chest press with dumbbells. And you can do push-ups. So you've got lots of options there. So you can use your TRX band or TRX straps if you have your TRX, or you can do the bands. All right, let's bring it up a little bit here. Okay, there we go. Okay, so as always with the chest press on the TRX, you want to make sure your elbows are up nice and high, and keep your wrists and shoulders and elbows in alignment. Try to keep the straps off of your arms, and we'll get to it. 3 sets. Here we go. Here we go. Okay, bring your chest down between your hands and push back. Keep the wrists straight. Slow the drop. Power up. Slow the drop. Nice job. Slow the drop. You go down as low as what's comfortable for you. My shoulder started to tweak on that last rep, so I'm not going to go down quite as far as I was before. Or I can walk my feet forward a little bit more to get a bigger range of motion without putting as much stress on the shoulder. That works too. All right. Set number 2. My nose is cold. Woo. All right, here we go. Here we go. Set number 2. Slow the drop. The lowering phase is slow. Good job. Oof. 5. Whew. All right, we have one more set coming up. One more set. Here we go. In 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slow the drop. Slow it, slow it, slow it, slow it. And push up. Slow, slow, slow. Remember, feet apart. Give you a broader base. Broader. Feet together or single leg. Makes it even harder still. That's the hardest version. Single leg. Woo, good job. All right, moving on. Moving on, we're going back to a shoulder movement. We're doing a delt raise, shoulder raise. So it's an eye raise, basically. You're gonna lean back, come up, raise those arms, and then slowly drop back. Raise up, pause just for a beat, slowly drop back. So you want to make sure that there's continuous tension in the straps the whole time. Okay, if you have a resistance band, you can do a couple of things. If you have a band anchored anywhere with dumbbells, you can do forward raise with dumbbells. Okay, and you can also stand on your band and do a forward raise or alternating forward raise if the band is kind of tight. Okay, so you have options for resistance band and dumbbells. Otherwise, back to the TRX 3 sets. Here we go. Here we go, everybody. We're getting to it. Okay, forward raise, and then slow the drop. Slow the drop. Front raise. Make it an I. Your body's an I. Slow the drop. Woo! Keep the wrist straight. Good work. Wow. Okay. Feeling that for sure. Working upper back and rear delts. I love it. I love it. This is so good today. All right, here we go. Set number 2. All right, 8 seconds. Whew. Feeling those delts in a good way. All right, one more set, and then we move on. Here we go. Last set. Oh, feeling my rhomboids and my traps, because my rear delts are fatiguing. Whew. 10 seconds. Wow. Yowza. Whew. All right, good work. Going to the next exercise. We are doing a T pull apart. Yeah. We are doing one more for rear delts. We're really loading through working these muscles of the upper back and rear delts. So now it's a T. So instead of going up, we're going straight out. Yes, back to back. That is called a giant set, and we work the same muscle group, back to back. So let's go. We're doing it. Usually you'll do like 2 exercises and you'll alternate, but still, it's like a giant set. It's really fatiguing, and then we're gonna do triceps and then a little front delt work. Okay, you ready? Here we go. Doing a T pull apart. Open, and then slowly drop. Open, hold for a beat, and then slowly drop. So if you're doing this with dumbbells, you're doing a bent over fly. Okay, it's bent over fly. Good work, 15 seconds. Okay, so we're going to do set number 2 coming up, but as I said, if you have dumbbells, you only have dumbbells, you're doing a bent over fly. You can sit down or you can stay standing. If you're using your resistance band, anchored resistance band, you're doing reverse fly as well. All right. You're going, you're going. You're already there. Here we go. Here I go. Remember, it's eccentric. You're slowing the drop. Slow the low lowering phase. Slow the lowering phase. Whew. One of the many things I love about TRX is that you can adjust the resistance while you're working. So if it's a little too much, at any point, you can adjust your foot placement and boom. It's like you're increasing or decreasing the weight without having to look for other dumbbells or another band. And you have the right amount of resistance change. It's not like, wow, I only have a 10 and then the next one's a 15, or the next one's an 8 or a 5. You can adjust because just the lean, going from 30 to 70% lean, changes the, or degrees lean, changes, right? Changes the amount of weight, changes the resistance. And you can lean to any degree, whatever's best for you. But the great thing is it changes to what you need it to be, right? You can move your feet back just a little bit to give you the right amount of resistance when you need it. Or to reduce it or increase it. It's all good. All right, here we go. We are doing triceps. So let's get to that. You can lie down and do skull crusher. You can do a double arm overhead triceps extension. You can, if you have an anchored resistance band, you're going to turn your back to the anchor point and do overhead. Or if you want to do press down, if your anchor is high enough. But if it's mid anchor, then you can do presses this way. Or you're on your TRX. All right, here we go. 3 sets. We're getting to it. This class is. Okay, I'm going to raise. Here we go. Slow the drop. Power up. Ooh, these straps are creaky. creaky. The handles are creaky. Keep those elbows up. Good job. Slow drop. Whew. 7 seconds. Oh my gosh. Whew. All right, 2 more sets. Second set coming up. And we're focusing on the eccentric, on the lowering phase. Here we go. Good job. 20 seconds. Ugh. 5, 4, 3, 2, and ouch. Oh my gosh. One more set of these. Here we go. One more set for triceps. Slow the drop. Oh wait, do we have 2 more sets? This is set number 2, right? Is that set number 2? Do we have 1 more set? I think so, right? We have 1 more set, right? Yeah? 1 more set? I think so. No, I think that was it. I think that was it. This timer really is annoying. Do we have 1 more set? Well, whatever it is. If you want to finish that set, go ahead. We do have 1 more exercise though. So that one, and that right here. Okay. The last exercise is a fall out. So what that looks like is it's another shoulder exercise. You can come out, arms are straight up, and then pull it back. Okay, so that's kind of like a good core and shoulder exercise. So if you don't have, like, you can do this with, you can do a couple things. You can hold plank, because this is a good core exercise. If you want to continue to work shoulders, then why don't you do an iron cross. Do iron cross. Get a lightweight set of dumbbells and iron cross. All right, here we go. 3 sets. 3 sets. Here we go. See if I can keep track of them this time. Come on, Michelle. I start to think about something else, and then that's it. Where was I? Okay, set number 1. Arms come up overhead, and then back. So you're going to slowly drop into it, and bring it back. not so much resistance. If your shoulders are bothering you at all. All right, good job. Set number 2 coming up. Set number 2 coming up. Here we go. Ooh. Oh my gosh. Oh, 8 seconds. All right, one more set. Last set, and then we get to some stretching, a little stretching, and our tree pose. All right, here we go. Slow the lowering phase. Oh, power up. Slow the lowering phase. Power up. Whew. Oh. Ah. 13 seconds. Good job. Whew. All right, that is it for the workout part. We've got some stretching to do, a little bit. Let's cut the music. Okay, we're gonna do a quick little stretch with our TRX, and then we're gonna do our tree pose. We gotta get to it so you can squeeze it all in. Okay, if you have a resistance band, you will not be needing it for this, for the stretch part. But if you have the TRX, you can use it. If you have a door jam, you can do it, or you can just do your stretches the way that we would normally do them. Okay, so let's come forward, just like what we were doing before, only now you're gonna stagger your feet so that you have a little bit of support here. Arms are up overhead, keep the wrists straight, stretching through the shoulders. Whew, good, hold for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now we're gonna open the arms. You can lean all the way forward if that feels good to you. You can bring the body up a little bit, right? That would make more sense than being so far forward. So bring the feet up, walk the feet away from the ankle point. Oh, that feels good. Little chest and shoulder stretch here. Yeah. Good job. All right, let's do triceps. Tricep stretch. Elbows together. Good, hold for 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Good, let's turn it around. Stretch your rear delts. We'll start upright, so round the shoulders forward. Hollow through the chest, and hold. And then you can slowly hollow through the entire back. Mid-back, pulling through thoracic, spine, and finally low back. Good, hold for 8, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, good work. Let's get to our tree pose. Okay, we have 90-second hold. We are doing 90-second hold, which is a long time, and you're practicing your balance, right? Practicing your balance. Let me can even untie that shoe. Even if you're not coming all the way up, right? It's progression. It's progression, and you're just doing the best that you can and holding for as long as you can. Okay. So, here we go. We're going to start with mountain pose. First, to ground into our feet and into the earth or into the floor beneath us. And activate the body, right? Splay those toes. Feel all four corners of the feet ground into the floor. You're going to activate the muscles of the glutes, the hamstrings, the quads, the core, right? Includes the glutes, right? The core muscles are that of the torso and pelvis. So all the muscles around the torso and pelvis are considered our core muscles. So rectus abdominis, transverse abdominis, those deep, obliques, all of those things. Shoulders down and back, palms face forward. Everything is nice and tight and squeezed. Here we go. Put this over here. So we're going to slowly shift onto this foot and bring it up to any level, right? Any degree, any height. And when you're in that position, I want you to bring those arms up, overhead, and take my sock off. Okay, I want my foot to stick on my inner thigh. Ooh, 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 ooh. Okay. Now, arms out. Ooh, I am struggling today. Lifting up and down on the toes. Heels are up and down. Ooh. Wow, I am just really struggling. That's the progression, but if I can't get there, then that is not for me. Oh my goodness, I'm struggling today just to hold the position. All right. If you would like the next progression, then arms are up and you're opening that knee a little bit more. Open the knee out to the side. Okay, 23 seconds to go. Or you can hold here. I'm struggling today, so I don't think going up and down on my toes is good for me today. I'm just going to hold here and focus as much as I can. Whew. And bring hands together. I'm really struggling today. Wow. All right, switching to the other side. We are going to go back to mountain pose and toes splayed, lower body muscles contracted, shoulders down and back, well and back, and here we go. We're going to slowly shift our weight to the other leg, still engaging, lifting up out of the hip, standing tall, pick up spot and focus, arms up, if that works for you. If not, arms out to the side. Good job. 12 seconds. I'm going to look this way so I can see the clock, so I can cue us. Okay, in 3, 2, and 1, if you want to lift up and down on the toes, adding that element of progression, or you can hold here. I'm not feeling the heel lift today, just not working for me. Okay, 10 seconds, and then we're going to focus on opening the hip more. Lift up out of the supporting leg, extend through the spine, and we can bring hands together in the center or out to the sides and open that knee. Focus on opening that hip. Whew. 15 seconds to go. Balance. I'm really struggling today. I don't know what's going on with these muscles of mine. Really having a hard time. 5 seconds. Oh my goodness. 3, 2, and 1. That was hard for me. Like, I don't know what was going on. done better in the past, but today was just a struggle. Whatever. Gotta do what you can every day, right? Okay. Thanks for working out with me today. Take a nice deep breath in and exhale. Woo. Good job, everybody. Thank you. Be good to yourselves and the people you love. Have a great rest of your day. I will see you tomorrow with a lower body TRX workout. So we'll see how that goes. In the meantime, have a wonderful, wonderful day. Woo! See you later. Oh, and thanks, Jen. Thanks for that was 3 for the triceps. Thank you. See you later.